Are you a Houston landlord trying to avoid mortgage paying troubles? Perhaps you're in a situation where your tenants are leaving, or you have a house that has recently become vacant. In this video, these are my top 5 tips that I follow to avoid any issues when it comes to paying the mortgage for my rentals. Be sure to not miss tip number 3, as it is probably the most important step in being a landlord. This could make all the difference between success and failure. For those that don't know my story, I am a local investor that supports my community by buying houses from homeowners that need to sell for a multitude of reasons. I'm passionate and I believe in the Houston market, and my goal is to help answer the toughest questions about your Houston real estate needs. Without further ado, here's a checklist of things you can do to avoid facing difficulty in paying your mortgage each month. Tip number 1, keep your properties rented. This may be obvious, but slacking on advertising for new tenants can cost you months in holding costs. Recognize filling vacancies as a major aspect of your real estate business success and deal with it quickly and efficiently anytime there's a possibility that your home may become vacant. Tip number 2, do your due diligence to find quality tenants. By quality, I mean that they pay their rent on time, keep the property maintained, and don't abuse the lease. Use background and credit checks, and take their rental history in consideration to determine who would be the best fit for your property. Do employment verifications as well, and rent to those that meet the 3 times the rent rule. That means that the combined income of all applicants is at least 3 times the rent amount. Most importantly, keep an open dialogue on what the landlord responsibilities are and what responsibilities they have as tenants. Tip number 3, and my most recommended tip, advertise for long-term tenants. Making the assumption that quality tenants will stay long-term can be a mistake. There are a lot of costs to be considered when your property becomes vacant, like getting the property back to market conditions as well as holding costs. Some tenants may be students or working a temporary job that only stay 1 year at most. Whatever the situation, opt for long-term renters when the choice is available. By doing so, will make filling a vacancy less frequent. Tip number 4, keep your properties well maintained. Do your part. Make sure the roof and foundation are good for the next 10 years. Consider getting a home warranty plan as an extra precaution for plumbing, electrical, or HVAC. Upgrade appliances, or at least ensure the ones you provide are in good working order. Deal with maintenance issues and make repairs as necessary. Respond to your tenants' needs quickly, or give them notice on when you will be available to address urgent situations. Tip number 5, build a good relationship with your tenants. Developing lasting relationships with your tenants will keep them in your property longer. The right dynamic can turn an average tenant into a great one simply because they want to keep that relationship intact. Some tenants may eventually ask to buy your home from you directly and help you avoid costly realtor fees or the headache of looking for a buyer if and when you do decide to sell. In a tough economy, it's important to do all you can to avoid facing the difficulty of paying the mortgage. These simple tips can help as you work towards developing relationships with lasting, long-term tenants to keep your properties bringing an income you need every month. That sums it up for my 5 tips for making sure your mortgage for your rental properties get paid on time. Thank you so much for watching until the end. Make sure you leave a comment if you have any questions for me.